A royal rift silence speaks volumes. Prince Harry and King Charles, father and son. Their relationship has been thrust into the spotlight once again, the silence between them echoing louder than words. The king's 76th birthday passed with little fanfare from his younger son. This was not just any birthday, it was his first since his cancer diagnosis. It was a day for family, for unity, for putting differences aside. Yet the Duke and Duchess of Sussex remained publicly silent. This silence has been interpreted by many as a hurtful snub, a deliberate act of distance. It has reignited debates about the depth of the rift between them. Is this silence a sign of a relationship beyond repair? Or is it simply a symptom of the deep-seated hurt and resentment that has festered between them for years? The world watches, speculating on every move, every word unspoken. The royal family, an institution steeped in tradition and protocol, is no stranger to public scrutiny. However, the very public breakdown of this father-son relationship has brought a new level of intensity, a sense that the future of the monarchy itself hangs in the balance. The question remains, can this fractured relationship be healed? A bridge. Too far. The royal family has made attempts, subtle and overt, to extend an olive branch to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. There have been carefully orchestrated appearances, like the inclusion of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex in the family fold during the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. These gestures, intended to project an image of unity, have been met with mixed reactions. Some see them as genuine attempts to mend fences, to welcome the couple back into the fold. Others view them with cynicism, interpreting them as calculated moves to protect the image of the monarchy. The public displays of affection, the carefully chosen words of support, all seem to ring hollow against the backdrop of the Sussexes' explosive interviews and tell-all memoir. The wounds, it seems, run too deep. The hurt and anger, aired out on a global stage, have left their mark. The royal family, bound by duty and tradition, is ill-equipped to handle such raw emotion. Their stiff upper lip, a hallmark of their public persona, seems woefully inadequate in the face of such open dissent. The question remains, are these gestures of reconciliation genuine attempts to heal the rift or merely strategic moves in a game of royal chess? A birthday overshadowed. The King's health. King Charles celebrated his 76th birthday with a mixture of public celebration and private reflection. The weight of the crown, the responsibility he now carries, is heavier than ever. His reign begins at a time of great change and uncertainty, both for the monarchy and for the world. Yet amidst the pomp and ceremony, a shadow lingers, the king's recent cancer diagnosis. The news, though met with stoicism by the palace, has cast a pall over the celebrations. It is a stark reminder of the fragility of life, of the fleeting nature of time. The king, once a symbol of strength and continuity, is now seen as vulnerable, his mortality thrown into sharp relief. This birthday, then, takes on a new significance. It is not just a celebration of life, but a poignant reminder of its preciousness. The absence of Prince Harry's public acknowledgement, however unintentional, takes on a sharper edge. It speaks of a relationship strained, perhaps irrevocably, by years of hurt and misunderstanding. The question remains, can a father forgive his son when the shadow of mortality looms large? Section 4. The sound of silence, no birthday wishes. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex chose not to publicly acknowledge King Charles's birthday. No social media posts, no official statements, no glimpses of birthday cards being mailed from their Montecito mansion. This silence, deafening in its totality, has become a focal point of speculation and debate. Some royal watchers see it as a deliberate snub, a calculated move to inflict maximum pain. Others interpret it as a sign of the couple's desire to distance themselves from the drama of the royal family. Still, others believe it is simply a reflection of their chosen path, their commitment to living a more private life away from the glare of the spotlight. Whatever the reason, the silence speaks volumes. It highlights the deep chasm that exists between Prince Harry and his father. It underscores the complexities of their relationship, a tangled web of love, loyalty, duty, and resentment. The question remains, is this silence a sign of indifference, a deliberate act of rebellion, or simply a desire for peace? Section 5. A relationship fractured, years of strain. The tension between Prince Harry and King Charles is not new. It has been simmering for years, fueled by a complex mix of personal tragedy, public scrutiny, and differing visions of duty. The death of Princess Diana, a wound that never truly healed, cast a long shadow over their relationship. Prince Harry, still grappling with the loss of his mother, felt adrift, unsupported by the very institution that was supposed to be his bedrock. King Charles, bound by tradition and protocol, struggled to connect with his grieving son. The years that followed were marked by missed opportunities for reconciliation, misunderstandings that festered, and resentments that took root. The arrival of Meghan Markle further complicated the dynamic. Her outspoken nature, her willingness to challenge the status quo, created friction within the rigid structure of the royal family. Prince Harry, fiercely protective of his wife, felt caught between the woman he loved and the family he was born into. The question remains, can the wounds of the past be healed, or are they too deep, too raw, to ever truly mend? Section 6. The Crown and Family, a delicate balance. King Charles faces a unique challenge. He must balance the weight of the crown with the complexities of his role as a father. The monarchy, an institution steeped in tradition, is grappling with a rapidly changing world. Public scrutiny is more intense than ever before, fueled by social media and a 24/7 news cycle. The king must find a way to modernize the monarchy, to make it relevant to a new generation, while also preserving its legacy and traditions. This delicate balancing act is made even more challenging by the very public rift within his own family. The eyes of the world are upon him, watching him, judging his every decision. The pressure is immense, the stakes incredibly high. He must find a way to bridge the gap between his personal feelings and his public duty. He must decide whether to prioritize the institution of the monarchy or attempt to repair the fractured relationship with his son. The question remains, can he find a way to reconcile the demands of the crown with the yearnings of his heart? Section 7. A Glimmer of Hope, the future of a relationship. The future of Prince Harry's relationship with King Charles remains uncertain. The silence surrounding the king's birthday speaks volumes, but it is not the final word. Families are complicated, and royal families are no exception. There have been periods of estrangement before, followed by periods of reconciliation. Perhaps this silence is simply a part of a natural ebb and flow. Perhaps time, the great healer, will soften the edges of their anger and resentment. Perhaps the birth of their children, the next generation of royals, will provide a common ground, a reminder of the enduring bonds of family. Or perhaps this is the new normal, a relationship defined by distance and formality. Only time will tell if this father and son can find a way back to each other, to forge a new path forward based on mutual respect and understanding. The world watches, waits and hopes for a glimmer of hope, a sign that even the deepest wounds can heal. The question remains, is there a path to reconciliation, or will this royal rift continue to define their relationship?